she offered to glue in her used hair. Where they do that at? I'm speechless. Hey guys, it's Traeh, and today's video is another natural hair horror story, you guys' favorite here on my channel. As you guys know, this is Natural Hair Horror Story Week, so you will be getting a new horror story every single day. You might see me in the same outfit, and that is because I like to film a lot of videos in one day so I can get them done, so don't mind that. If you love my hair, I do have a tutorial on this look, so I'll link it down below and up above, so make sure that you go and check it out. And I do want to give some shout outs. If you want a shout out like this, you have to be a part of Snapchat fam and notification squad. So after you handle your business, hopefully next time you will get a shout out. Also, I do have a giveaway going on right now, so make sure that you watch the giveaway video so that you can know the rules and how to enter and everything like that. So I'm gonna stop rambling because we know I do that a lot, and let's just jump into this crazy horror story. So the email says, "Hi Traeh, I am absolutely addicted to the natural hair horror story videos. Everybody is. I thought I'd share mine, but it's a little long. The longer the better, okay? We like details, we like the deets. I know the teacher in you is gonna come for me a little bit, so I'll try to keep it together. I love a video on your schooling process to become a teacher because I just changed majors and would love to hear about your experience." Sounds good. First, I'd like to start off by saying I had never experienced doing my own hair. My mother had always done it, or I went to the shop to get it done professionally. I had the same stylist for 7 years. She was an amazing stylist who was affordable and never did me wrong. Okay, so what's the problem here? Eventually, I had to go off to college, so I let my hair breathe. Not by free will though, just lack of convenience. No more dyeing, frying it with flat irons, or tight braids for weaves. I just kept it tucked under hats and felt so awkward. I just wanted to feel put together again. At school, I was nowhere near mama or my hairstylist anymore, and it wasn't easy to come home because I moved halfway across the country for college. Uh-oh. So you're going to have to find a new stylist. Is that what we're getting at? Let's see. I'm not going to jump the gun, okay? Let's see. I live in a predominantly white area, so there wasn't many stylists who knew how to 3B style my hair, and I wasn't trusting someone with straight hair to do it. Okay. So what do? Go on Craigslist. Okay. That's different. Okay, we haven't had a story like that. Okay. I know people go on Craigslist for a lot of things. Okay, maybe if they're trying to get a used car, okay, they're looking for a pet, they're looking for a dog walker or something, but I never heard anybody go to Craigslist to find a hairstylist, but apparently it's a thing, so I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what happens. I found a stylist who looked like she was amazing and actually worked in a shop as opposed to her kitchen. Wait a minute. She looked like she was amazing. Did you look at the pictures? Because Craigslist is really tricky, okay? You can't trust everyone's pictures, and you can't trust those people to be who they say they are, okay? That's why I don't go nowhere near Craigslist. Can't do it. So I called the number and asked for the stylist. The woman I was trying to reach was not there. Red flag number 1, this greedy, money-hungry crook answered the phone, and no matter how much I persisted to wait until she was available, she kept offering to do it. This woman was real live stealing clients, but I agreed because I was desperate for a fresh weave. That's when it goes wrong, when we're just so desperate to get our hair done that we will do anything by any means. That's when it goes wrong. Anyway, I arrived and it was all fine and the experience went well. Okay. This hair was so tight, the boy I was recently going out with at the time asked me if I was Asian because this lady had snatched me so tight it made my eyes slant. I don't know if anyone has ever had that happen, but it's possible. I thought you just said it went well. It was fine. The experience went well. Okay, but the hair was just tight? Okay, I'm trying to follow. I had a full lace closure and it was a mess when it arrived, but she finessed it so well I thought she was the one. I went back for another sew-in after taking that one down the very next day. Wait a minute. Am I following this correctly? You said the experience went well, but the braids were tight, so you took it out and got another sew-in that next day by the same person that made your hair tight the first time? I don't know. Maybe I'm not following correctly. My hair wasn't going to see the light of day ever again now that I found her. The next time I was scheduled to go, she convinced me to buy the hair she prefers to use. Well, some stylists do, prefer to use a certain brand of hair. So, okay. So after I saw how she gave me a new life, I trusted this woman with anything. I brought my happy self to the salon. She arrived an hour late, and I don't do mornings. So I was pissed this heifer made me wake up at 7 a.m. only to be late. True. She finally shows up with some homemade gumbo for sale, and I'm like, alright, I'm not even mad now. Red flag number 2, any stylist that sells random stuff in their salon is not the one for you. Noted. Best gumbo I ever had though. I told her I didn't like the product she used last time on my natural hair, so she just braided my hair up with nothing in it. Not even a drop of oil. I started panicking at this point. I'm like, this woman is just reckless to leave my hair unmoisturized. Anyway, she again gave me another banger sew-in. I got home and went to bed. I woke up and had those tiny bumps all over my hair, particularly in the front from it being tight. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was so itchy and painful I wanted to take it out. It took about a week and a half for the bumps to go away and my hair to relax a little bit. But by that time, the hair she sold me looked like some $30 AliExpress hair. It tangled like nobody's business. I wouldn't recommend whatever it was to my worst enemy. I paid around $450 for the hair and the service. I was swindled. This hair wasn't even trying to pull its weight in our relationship. My hair has problems with slipping out of cornrows and it causes the thread to sag. So I usually have a loose sew-in after a month that's barely hanging on for dear life. This was so tight I couldn't even get my finger in it to cut the thread. I was crying trying to get it out myself. I was panicking and called the stylist. She told me she'd take it down for $80 and I'm like, you have to be crazy. I don't know what type of stitching you did, but this is unholy for it to be stuck to my head like this. So was it stuck to your hair like that the first time she did the sew-in? Because you said it was tight, so did you have this experience the first time? I don't know. Thankfully, I was home to see my mama and my best friend took my hair down and she had to fight with it too. I had maybe 3 full strands of hair making up my edges. Wow. Edges did a full Houdini on me and I had a bald spot. So Madre does my hair in loose Senegalese and I go about my happy way. I let my hair breathe for a whole year. It was a nice, healthy, shoulder-length fro. Just absolutely beautiful if I do say so myself. My dump wanted a change and to have short hair. So I go back to this she-devil crook because she was all I knew. So why didn't you ever check to see if the original lady was back? You kept going to the other lady. I asked her to straighten my hair and when I was going to go to the barber. The salon has a stylist on one side and barbers on the other. And I had watched them do men's hair while I was getting my weaves in. So I trusted them to give me a nice cut. A flat ironing cut was only $45. She wanted her money from me and claimed she tapered hair all the time. So I'm honestly not buying what she was selling after I had to explain what a taper even was. True. I wanted something unique too, so I showed her a picture of a complex style I knew would have looked so good on me if done right. She cut it so short there was nothing left to style, so she offered to glue in her used hair for free. Where they do that at? What? She offered to glue in her used hair. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. She says she washed it and everything, so it's clean. So I'm like, sweet baby Jesus, no, not even if we were blood sisters would I put your used hair in my head. Exactly. The whole time she's cutting the side, she was taking breaks to show me products on her phone for sale. What? Some freaking lipsticks that were like $50, and she just kept pushing it down my throat. Wait, so she had the gumbo, she had the lipsticks. I'm in college, so I really didn't even have the money to be throwing out for a haircut, but I was living in the moment when I made the appointment. She was talking so close to my face, trying to push me into buying it. I could see her taste buds while she was talking in my face. I kept declining. Anyway, we ended up taking a break from my hair for whatever reason, so I got out of the chair and she starts losing her mind on me. The chair was raised and I didn't know it was a rule not to leave the chair when it's raised, but she just told me to go take a break, so I naturally got my up. She said when the chair is in the air, your stays there. She said that? Okay. Instead of politely correcting me, she looked like she was about to start swinging on me for an honest mistake. I'm so uncomfortable at this point, I just want to go. I'm not even thinking about the hair. She goes and cools down and starts cutting more hair. I ended up with the worst haircut in my life. She knew it, and everyone in the shop knew it. And she forced me to pay $80 for it. Wait a minute, I thought the style was $45. I thought the style was $45 and the hair was free. So how it get to $80? I never went back. I don't know if this is a natural hair horror story or more of a bad stylist story, but I didn't plan on leaving looking like Kim Jong-un. She didn't even try to blend it. 9 months later and my TWA is as happy as can be, and the bald spot took almost 6 months to fill in. It's still so sparse I can no longer pull my hair into a ponytail because I'm thinking it might have given me permanent hair loss. It is so sparse. I also gave up the weave life. Alright, y'all. So I've gotten one too many horror stories involving tight braids, okay? We can't keep giving these stylists our hair, our edges, our dignity. I'm just kidding. But we really go, this just shows that we really go above and beyond to have our hair looking nice. That we will go to the extremes. You found the stylist on Craigslist. And then it wasn't even the stylist that you seen, so it was someone different. And I don't know, she might have a few hustles going on because she was trying to sell a lot of different things. So I'm not sure. But what I don't get is why you kept going back. She did your first sew-in, then she did your second sew-in, and then you went to her to get your hair cut. For all of this, I feel like you should have just found another stylist on Craigslist. I don't know, this seemed just like a bad stylist story, because she just did the most, talking about the chair, and I don't know, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling her vibe. But I guess the moral of the story is, don't find stylists on Craigslist. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We just have to do better, okay? For our edges' sake, okay? We just have to do better. So yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this natural hair horror story. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you have a natural hair horror story that you want me to feature here on my channel, make sure that you email it to me at sendtotraeh@gmail.com. And I will see you tomorrow for another horror story. Bye, guys.
Mama told me, not to sell word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt, white. Mama told me, not to sell word.